Bless up, bless down on Mastermind statements. Don't let them break your confidence. Let's go. Unfortunately, there are adult bullies. They still can't keep their hands to themselves, keep their comments to themselves. They love to play games, just like they're still children. Adult bullies bullying other adults. They probably started when they were kids. They've got trauma. They got something wrong with them. That's why they're doing it. They're angry about something. They're projecting on you. Sometimes in these situations, they're projecting onto you what they want to do to somebody else that did something to them. So oftentimes it has nothing to do with you at all. But guess what? That doesn't matter. Don't let them break your confidence. These things take place everywhere. You got people that at work, workplace bullies. Could be your boss, could be your coworker. Sometimes the coworkers work with the boss to bully you. If the boss doesn't want to bully you. Bullying in the workplace is huge. Huge. Some people don't want to go to work. They call in sick. On their lunch break, they're crying in their cars. Crying in a parking lot, off-site. It's terrible. You got people that are bullying at school. Let's say like you're a teacher or something. You're a teacher. You're being bullied by the teachers or the other staff. Because sometimes teachers, they work with other administrators and things like that. And so they tag team you. Bullies are everywhere. Adult bullies are everywhere. You go shopping, you're in the aisle, somebody cuts right in front of you, pulls something off the shelf. Passive aggressive bullies, outright bullies, shoving the cart down the aisles, right into you, right in front of you, cutting you off. List goes on. You got people that are restaurants that are restaurant bullies. You know, people are just rude everywhere you go to. People experience bullies at the airport. Supposed to be waiting their turn. They're not zone 1. They hop in front of you. They're zone like 19, zone 20, but all of a sudden they're hopping in front of you. It's time to deboard. And you notice a lot of these days, let's say you're in zone 1 or zone 2. All of a sudden in zone 19, they're blowing right past you, standing up, not letting you out. Bullies. They see you. Sometimes they look you dead in your eyes. Sometimes they don't look at you, blowing right past you. Bullies. You might live in an HOA community, HOA president, bully, the office, bully, people on the board, bullies. You might have a neighbor that's a bully. Every time you turn around, you know, they're doing something that's just a little off, you know what I'm saying? Passive aggressive type stuff. They might let the dog just take in your yard, in your grass. Get that ring camera, set it up, get that evidence against them. Don't let them break your confidence wherever you are. You got gatekeepers. You're doing your best to just do positive things out here. You're trying to make some phone calls, you're showing up in person to get to the next level. But you got gatekeepers that are bullies. They're rude people. Not all of them, but you got a lot of them that's rude people. Angry people, people that are in these positions, now all of a sudden they got some type of power to them, so they want to be bullied. They want to talk to you any type of way. They want to talk to you like you're a child, just going off on you, giving you misinformation, fabricating stories so that you get jammed up and don't even get the opportunity. Sometimes you got bullies, you know, when it's time to get your car fixed, the mechanics are bullies sometimes. And if that's the case, you got to go take your car somewhere else. Customer service over the phone, where you can't see people, they're bullies sometimes. Get slick on the phone. You got social media bullies. They're out here just saying all type of craziness. This is out of hand. The list goes on. You got bullies who, guess what? Don't let them break your confidence. They got no business saying something crazy to you. Got no business touching you. Got no business sabotaging anything that you got going on. You got to understand something. Your confidence will repel people and it will attract people. Your confidence will repel people and it will attract people. You got to understand something. Your confidence has nothing to do with anybody else. You're your own spiritual being. Don't be a people pleaser and do not let them break your confidence. I'm gonna give you some tips on how to get through this, how to navigate through it. But guess what? If you like what you're hearing so far, go and hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment if you're feeling real good today. If you're feeling sassy today, leave a comment. and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe and send this to somebody else. The only way that other people can get this information is if you participate, and I appreciate your participation on that. Because if I upload the videos, it's just you and me. If you stumble upon it by accident, just me and you talking. But once you hit that thumbs up, leave a comment, even share it with somebody, it's showtime. We get out there. So guess what? Again, don't let them break your confidence. Your confidence has nothing to do with them. If they don't like your confidence, that's too bad. Here's the statistics. 1/3 will like what you're doing. They like that confidence. They'll be drawn to it. 1/3 will be in the middle because they really don't know you. And the other third is going to repel them. They're not going to like you. They're going to hate you. Who cares? Who cares if they hate you? You're not here on earth to be a people pleaser, because when you're a people pleaser, you put on a mask. And when you put on a mask, you're not yourself. Take your mask off, be yourself, and continue in confidence. Always continue in confidence. Here's a couple of ways that you could not allow somebody to break your confidence. Be like a wall with these people. They're saying something sassy and slick with you. Just be silent. Reverse psychology. Oftentimes these people, they want to bring you into their foolishness and make you look stupid with them in front of other people. You could also pause for 5 to 10 seconds before responding. You don't have to respond right away. Just pause. Figure out what you're going to say or not say. Get it together. Because what's going to happen is, in that silence, it's going to throw them off because they're looking to attack you. A lot of people, they're looking to bait you in and to attack you, to just jump on you. They already got what they're going to say. It's already planned out. Sometimes it's either planned out, or these people are just so crazy. They think so fast, they can talk so quickly that they're ready for whatever you're going to say. So sometimes you just got to push pause. One thing you want to do too is you want to start studying body language, because sometimes your body language is so off and so, not domineering, or it's just, it's just there, but it's not giving off no type of authority, that people will take advantage of you and try to destroy your confidence and break your confidence just based upon how you're standing, how you're looking, and how they know that you are. So you could combat that by not saying anything, and just sometimes you can be in a power pose with them. 2 hands on your hip. One on the hip, other one on the hip, if you want to. Go steeple on them. Damon John does this, of Shark Tank. Steeple. You're sitting down in a chair, just kick back and you got a table, kick back. Another good thing too is you could literally just stare at their forehead. Stare at their forehead. It's gonna throw them off. So instead of looking them dead in the eye, just stare at their forehead. And stay silent. And see what that does. It's gonna throw them off. And you can even do when you start talking with them, just stare at their forehead, stare at the top of their forehead. It's going to make them feel uneasy. There's so many different tactics out here that I can give you guys. That's probably going to be in a later video, which I'll talk more about body language, but you can just really throw them off balance. Just practice staring at people's foreheads. People that just do it for a couple seconds. See how they react to it. It's interesting. Try it out. All these tips that I'm giving to you, they've already been proven. It's research. I read books. I watch other videos, things like that. So try that out and you're gonna see how it works. One thing to work internally for yourself is you want to start doing I am affirmations to build your confidence. I am confident. I am in control of my fate. I am in control of my mindset, because you do not want to let them break your confidence. You have to work internally. So even though I mentioned body language, that body language is standing in the power pose for 60 seconds to 1.5 to 2 minutes. This will help you to increase your confidence. If you notice in the sports arena and you're working and you're also working in like corporate, the people that control the room, they're in that power pose. They're doing domineering poses. You could walk into a room and figure out who's in charge, if you figure out who the boss is. You got to just start doing more positive body language, because it's gonna help you build your confidence. One thing besides affirmations, and again, when you do your affirmations in the morning, do them in the afternoon, and do them before you go to sleep. You've got to talk to yourself. You got to know thyself. You got to know who you are so that your confidence is built up. There's another thing that you can do. You can start putting yourself into new and uncomfortable situations. Put yourself in new and uncomfortable situations. If you're not a person that's used to just walking up to a group of people and just talking with them or having a quick conversation, try that out. You're a person that's just not used to just walking into a restaurant and just being prepared to order quickly, you take all day, try that out. Try different things to build up your confidence. Put yourself in new situations to build your confidence. If you're a guy, and you're afraid to talk to women, talk to females, man, just start, go to a park and just pop up. Don't be crazy. Don't do nothing crazy and don't look weird, but just approach and say hi and start talking. Talk about the weather, talk about something that's light, not directed towards her. Depends on what geographical area that you are around the world. Some women, they like to be told, how great they look, and some don't. So you got to just figure out where you are and just build that confidence up. Different ways to get that confidence going. Then there's another thing that you could do is, one thing that you should also do is you should start going back and looking at your childhood and figuring out, who did you let break your confidence back then? Because that could be it could be a pattern. It could be a program to where you're just so used to letting people break your confidence that you might not recognize that it's happening. And you don't know why, but you have to go back and just start thinking, what happened? Who did I let do that? What situation did I let do that? It might even been a who, it could be a situation. What happened? Maybe you were on a football field and you missed a pass or something, or, you're doing something and you didn't quite get that win. And so now that messed up your confidence. You got to think about those things. You got to reflect. And when you reflect and go through these different motions of trying to figure out who you are and then getting some tools under your belt so that you can help yourself not let people break your confidence, then you're on the road to increase confidence. And when you're on the road to increase confidence, you're a winner and you're unbreakable and you're unstoppable. Fly a kite, be free, keep winning.